Crysis in 5 minutes. Sort of. Everything you need to know about the story so far. Spoiler alert. The year is 2020. A team of American archaeologists, led by Dr. Rosenthal and his daughter Helena, send a distress signal from the Lingshan Islands, off the coast of the Philippines. While the scientists were busy excavating an epic discovery, the North Korean armed forces, led by General Kyung, decided to seize the islands and take them hostage. Big mistake, Kyung. The US Special Forces dispatched Raptor team to save the archaeologists. Important guys to know: crazy British guy, Psycho, all-around badass nomad, and their leader, Prophet. Each are sporting the very latest in nanosuit technology, suits that enhance speed, agility, and strength. A parachute mishap later, crises continue to develop on the ground. A mysterious enemy kills 2 team members in a very Predator-like fashion, and Prophet is taken captive. After some searching, Nomad finds Dr. Rosenthal. Using Rosenthal's daughter as leverage, General Kyung forces him to open his discovery, a fossilized piece of alien technology. Turns out the tech is still operational, and it lets out a blast that freezes the doctor dead. New mission? Stop Kyung before he activates something that the world will regret. Knowing what's at stake now, the US military starts a full-scale invasion of the islands led by Major Strickland. At the same time, the main excavation site starts to crumble apart, revealing a giant alien structure. Yep, these alien jerks called the Ceph are still very much alive and tired of human meddling. Despite Nomad's best efforts, the alien tech is activated, General Kyung dies, and a massive sphere of energy starts to expand and freeze everything outside. Nomad finds Prophet, who's now packing a super alien gun, and the two walk into an all-out war between aliens and humans. Major Strickland is killed by a Ceph exosuit, and the US forces pull back to the USS Constitution. Everyone except Prophet, who continues the fight on the island. After a failed attempt to nuke the aliens, the Constitution is attacked, the ship, not the document, and Psycho, Helena, and Nomad confront a giant Ceph warship. Luckily, Helena figures out how to lower the ship's shields by using Nomad's suit as a transmitter. Shield goes down, aliens go boom, and the heroes rejoice. But before they fly off into the sunset, Prophet contacts them from within the ice sphere. The trio turns back to find their lost friend.
We're going back.
Fast forward 3 years. New York City is The Ceph have invaded, and they're using a plague called the Manhattan virus to thin out humanity. Manhattan has been placed under martial law, and the US government authorizes a private military contractor named Cell to keep the peace. Cell is run by Crysis Systems, the same company that developed the military's nanosuits. They're led by Commander Lockhart and Lieutenant Tara Strickland, the daughter of the dead Major from the Lingshan incident. Things are looking pretty dire, but the Marines are sent in to extract former Crysis employee Dr. Nathan Gould, who may have some new info about the Ceph. Things go horribly wrong, and a forced recon Marine codenamed Alcatraz is the only one to survive, saved by none other than Prophet. Unfortunately, Prophet is dying from the Manhattan virus and doesn't have long to live. Knowing that he's a goner and that the nanosuit is the only thing that can heal Alcatraz's injuries, Prophet kills himself, resetting the suit so that Alcatraz can use it. The downside is that everyone now thinks Alcatraz is actually Prophet, including the Cell soldiers who have been ordered to kill Prophet for being infected. Alcatraz makes his way to Gould and learns that the nanosuit might be the key to human survival. It's able to integrate with Ceph biology to create a vaccine for the Manhattan virus. Good thing too, because the aliens now have giant towers called spore spears that speed up dispersal of the Manhattan virus and this whole killing humans thing. But before a cure could be found, Lieutenant Strickland and Commander Lockhart catch up with Alcatraz and capture Gould. More shooting later, Alcatraz is contacted by Jacob Hargreave, one of the 2 founders of Crysis. With the help of his colleague Carl Ernstrasch, Hargreave discovered Ceph technology way back in 1919 and used it to make nanosuits as a defense against the aliens. Hargreave understands that Alcatraz's suit evolves every time it integrates with alien tech and wants to push it to the limit, no matter what the cost. Meanwhile, Gould is able to escape Crysis custody with the help of Lieutenant Strickland, who, as it turns out, is actually an undercover agent sent to keep tabs on Hargreave. Fed up with being a pawn, Alcatraz decides it's time to get answers. He infiltrates Crynet's headquarters, but is quickly captured and learns the depressing truth. Hargreave knew from the very beginning what would happen on the Lingshan Islands and was just using Raptor team as guinea pigs to improve the suits. He also knew that the suits were symbiotic, and the suits would eventually become inseparable with anyone who wore them. His real goal was to have Alcatraz perfect the suit out in the field, kill Alcatraz, and then use the suit himself to save humanity. Oh yeah, Hargreave is also bat-crazy nutso.
We are all dead men walking.
Luckily, Alcatraz is saved by Strickland in the nick of time. He tracks Hargreave down, but finds out that the old man has been in a coma the entire time and was communicating to them through a computer network. Hargreave concedes that only Alcatraz can save everyone and then proceeds to blow up his own compound. Yep, nutso. Meanwhile, the US government decides to launch a nuke at Manhattan as a last-ditch effort to contain the aliens. Racing against time, Alcatraz and friends head to the newly revealed alien mothership, complete with a massive spore spear that can instantly kill all humans in the area. Now that his suit has been perfected with both alien technology and biology, Alcatraz plugs himself into the spear and sends out a blast that kills all the aliens in the city and cures the Manhattan virus at the same time. However, a nanosuit soldier's work is never done. Prophet, whose consciousness has been stored in Alcatraz's suit, tells him that there are way more alien ships out there. The Ceph were the original inhabitants of the planet millions of years ago, and they won't stop until they get it back. Understanding that humanity's survival is on the line, Alcatraz now dons a new code name, one that will hopefully serve him well in the upcoming war.
They call me Prophet.